ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are proud to announce the return of everything else. ETE. We are back here live on a Wednesday. I am Marcus, the grand finale, and I'm joined by not one, not two, with the package deal of all three Faces of Jemal. I don't know. I'm blanking out. What's the next part of that? And I think I just go, Faces of Jemal. I don't know what I actually say, but welcome back. I don't know what I actually said at that point.
We back. We live, baby. We back. We back. Fucking disappointing seasons on all fronts. as you can see, we're wearing our loser teams stuff.
In honor of the NBA Finals, this should have been the NBA Finals. Clippers Knicks NBA Finals would have went hard.
That's what we need. I'm next season. Next Clippers NBA Finals.
Here's my prediction: Clippers run all the way. Paul George come back, or we deal him, or whatever happens. The Knicks make it to the finals. The Clippers get there. Kawhi is ready to go. He's 100% healthy. And in game 2, he sits down, and then we fucking lose the series.
Never gets up.
Never gets up. He just sits down. Hey, what happened? Oh, man, my knee. Oh, fuck again. Every single year, Kawhi. Every goddamn year. But we are not here to talk about our disappointing basketball teams. We are here to talk about the exciting world of professional wrestling. Now, wrestling has given us forbidden door, prohibited portals, just all types of stuff, mergers and companies, but none hotter right now than the relationship between NXT and TNA. And, you know, NXT on an annual year, they normally do a pay-per-view called Worlds Collide. And this year, we have a sweet opportunity to do TNA versus NXT due to this working relationship. Thanks to the courtesy of Paul Triple H Levesque and Let Him Cook, Chef Shawn Michaels.
Let him cook with the chef Shawn Michaels, man. I mean, like, you know, they teased this years in advance. Last year or this last Royal Rumble, it was a surprise to see Jordan Grace there, but like at the same time, it was like, you know, okay, they're gonna show a TNA person at the Royal Rumble, like, you know, just little hints and teases. When Mickey James
did it.
Yeah, exactly. When Mickey James did it the first time, though, like, you know, it was half baked because Mickey James has been with the company before, type stuff, but she just so happened to be another company's champion. So for when Jordan Grace did it, for somebody that hasn't been in WWE at all, as the champion of another wrestling company, and then competing with, like, you know, all these, like, man, you want to talk about Forbidden Door? Watch the Royal Rumble, like this last Royal Rumble, the women's one in particular.
This one was off the charts, and you know, there wasn't really room for the men to do anything, but the women's Royal Rumble was off the charts. So I'm going to ask you some quick questions about this before we jump into booking this supercard. Is Jordan Grace the greatest TNA Knockouts champion of all time?
No.
Are you gonna still keep it to Gail Kim?
I would go Gail Kim. I would go what's her name? You can argue Angelina Love. You can argue Angelina Love. You can argue Tessa Blanchard, right? There's so much different, you know, concurrently in the new phase of things. You got Tasha Steelz that was doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You got Rosemary that was doing her thing when, you know, Decay was on top. She's not the greatest. She's one of the greatest, but not the greatest. I mean, Awesome Kong still exists in that world. She was dominant, like, you know.
Yeah, they've had some dominant champions, but I think the due to her title runs, carrying multiple titles, defeating men in matches. I might have to give her that nod after overtime. Like this has been a she just recently got it back a few months ago from Naomi
Tessa
or
Blanchard
Trinity.
exists.
Yeah. Tessa beat, the men, went in there and became TNA World Champion as well.
So,
but she's also disgraced. That's the hard part about her.
look, just because she wants to cheat on her husband with other Mexican dudes and in Mexico, that doesn't mean she didn't do some good wrestling out there.
Don't forget, little racist.
Yeah, she's a I mean, her last name is Blanchard, for crying out loud. Like, you know who her daddy is.
Hey, I've never had a bad thing in my life to say about Tully. I'll always love Tully. I miss Tully on my TV being the best manager in AEW history.
We now saying fuck Tully Blanchard because he brought that fucking Tessa Blanchard to the world. That's all his fault. It's all
he was gonna do that.
Fault. It's all his fault.
How did he know? Also, rapid fire question. What are your thoughts of if you could have at any era brought a TNA wrestler into the WWE stratosphere at any point without, not like, I'm not talking like an AJ Styles or something like that. Someone that's never been, this is way back in any era of TNA. Who would you have brought over to WWE?
So, two things. When Robert Roode was the it factor, right? I think they should have pulled the trigger on him then, but he was under contract with them, with Impact, so that was out of the question. And that was around the time that WWE was waning, and they needed, no pun intended, an it factor that's not named John Cena. They could have used a guy like Robert Roode. A tag team wise, you could argue again Robert Roode and James Storm as Beer Money going against some of the great tag teams that was going around at that time. So,
yeah, I was thinking the same thing with tag teams. I was like, if the Machine Guns, Beer Money could have got into WWE, just had a crossover little thing, that would have been cool too. Because there's a lot of TNA has had a very quote unquote sketchy history of it has its ups and it has a lot of downs that has put them technically where they are today. Like they should be the number 2 promotion in the world right now for their longevity.
They're 3 or 4 right now, but they're working their way. And I mean, AEW should take a page out of TNA's book right now and just do your own fucking thing and focus on you.
Yeah.
Work with other people like New Japan working with AEW or other shows, MLW working with Pro Wrestling Noah and so on and so forth. But do you boo boo? Yeah,
don't throw me in the Blackpool Combat Club versus CMLL guys again, which I'm getting tonight, and I don't want it again. I don't care about these CMLL guys, and they just call them the CMLL guys. They don't ever get an individual name. They're not a faction. They're just random 4 people together. Next
That's how CMLL works. This is why I watch AAA more.
Just random. All right, the next question about this whole TNA data, then we go into our book in our card. The future of TNA seems to be in doubt. It seems like the media. There seems to be no announced dates after a certain time period. I can't remember the exact date. Do you think there was a secret sale of there to be buying actually TNA, and how would that make you feel?
If WWE poached TNA, I would be a little upset, but I'll be happy for the talent, but upset that there's not that alternative to, go to and stuff like that. But
go ahead.
Due to all the rumors, I don't know if you've seen that WWE was trying to bring back the trademark of WCW. If they were to acquire that and then rebrand TNA as WCW, then hello,
yeah,
4th brand, holy 4th brand, Batman. Come on, I
know, but I think WWE has enough brands. But I think if they did acquire TNA again, it'd be something bad for a lot of the talent. There'd be a lot of people who would be out of jobs because they're not going to retain all these people. Plus, they're not going to retain Impact
There's
or
there's
TNA and
opportunity out
NXT.
there. There's opportunity
Yeah,
out there.
I mean, it
Like
would help the indies thing because the indies are struggling because because AEW, WWE, NXT, blah blah blah. It's really everybody's kind of caught up into like these into the big three right now: TNA, WWE, and AEW. So it would help the indies, but like House of Glory and stuff like that, and you know, Rep Pro or whatever's out there. But I think in the long run, it would hurt professional wrestling. But I wouldn't mind also WWE still in Ultimate X and seeing an Ultimate X match at WrestleMania or something, which would be crazy.
like the lethal lockdowns, the ultimate X's, the bringing a 6-sided ring on WWE television. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Battle Royal, that shit.
you know what I mean? Like, it would be nice, but can they execute it the same way? I mean, we know that WWE is good at taking liberties and of old things and then making it new again, a la War Games. Like, there's no fucking top, but War Games are still War Games type stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can do something with it, but I don't want to see TNA fold. I want TNA to succeed. It gives other people jobs that otherwise wouldn't have a fucking job. If TNA folded right now, like I posed a question to you, all that talent that's in TNA right now, TNA folds right now. Where do you see some of these people go? Where does Jordan Grace go? Where does the Rascals?
Jordan Grace.
I mean,
You
she's
know where she's going. You know where she's going.
Well, it could be that, but it could be AEW. It could be Jonathan Gresham goes back to AEW for Ring of Honor purposes. You got fucking all those like the nobodies, like the jobbers and stuff like that. NWA needs help, and that is the help that they could possibly use. Like, you know what I'm saying? Uh, MLW, like some
Yeah.
people who need to get tough, go to MLW. You'll get tough real quick, real quick. Kira and the Fallen and the Bombay Fight Club and all them people, like they'll fucking tough your ass up. And then those guys from Pro Wrestling Noah going there as well, like.
Yeah, I think my top guys to be okay, but it'd be like some of the people you like. Damn, I don't know what's gonna happen to. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw a random name out there, like Zaya Brookslide. Like, fuck, WWE already released her. She just probably end up somewhere else. But it'd be like these people are all on the lower end of the card. I feel like they would just, yeah, yeah. If Ring of Honor still exists, I know it still exists, but
it's AEW light.
I miss real Ring of Honor. That's what I miss. And every time I hear about Ring of Honor on AEW, I just go like, "You bastard! You killed them! You killed them! You killed it all!" All right. Moving on to our cards, we're going to go over the rules real quick. Me and Jamal will have each make three matches, quote unquote, dream matches each that involve NXT and AEW talent. We cannot pick using the same wrestlers. So if he were to say, I'm making a match of Jordan Grace, Roxanne Perez, Marcus, you can no longer pick Roxanne Perez or Jordan Grace. I don't think any of us are picking this match because it's already happening anyway, the Saturday Battleground. But if per se, I'll be like, oh shit, I can't use either one of these people anymore. But I'm going to be curious of what you put together because some of mine, I got a throwaway one that I can't wait to throw away. It just be like, I want this out there in the universe. I don't care. I don't care if it's a good match. See that Messer is going to get negative 3 stars. I do not care. But I want this in the universe. All right.
So who goes first? That's what I was trying to figure out.
I give it to you. I give it to you. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I have 7,000 matches on this fucking note strap on my phone that I was just like, oh, we can do this. We can do it. Oh, I'm gonna do this.
So how about this? How about this, right? You have okay, I got one. I got this. Metaphor, right? All 4 of them. The Last Legend, Jakari Jackson, freaking Oro Mensah and Noam Dar, right? In in an intergender tag team match, as TNA likes to freaking do. You do the system, but only Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, and you have Alicia Edwards, but Alicia Edwards is just the manager at that point, and then you bring in the TNA Knockouts Women's Champions, uh, tag champions with Masha Slamovich and um, what's her face, Killer,
Killer King.
yeah, Killer
Right?
Kelly, yeah.
It's Killer Keller? That's it? I thought it was Kylan King or something.
No, Kylie King is with someone else.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will also go with a intergender match. And mine involves NXT General Manager Ava, who I don't even believe is technically a wrestler.
Rock's knees? You chose the Rock's knees?
I chose the Rock's knees, and you're going to see where this is going. You're going to see where this is going.
Of all the things you could have done,
exactly.
You chose the Rock's knees?
I told you I'm going negative stars for my first match. But I'm making it happen. I don't know how we got to this point.
Oh my Lord.
Where we get to this one. Yes. I don't know how we got to this point in this feud, but it's got there and it needed to happen. So it's going to be the Rock's knees and Top Dollar, aka AJ Francis, teaming together to take on father-daughter combination of Ariana Grace and Santino Marella in a match that can only be considered a clusterfuck of a match, but I think it's an excellent pre-show match. I have to see.
I could see
Ariana and Santos teaming together. Could it be hilarious?
Oh my Lord! Oh, Rock's knees though.
The reason she was chosen is because I wanted the general managers to fight it out. If I could get a story with that, I could figure out something.
I could see the appeal to that. If I was to pick AJ Francis, then instead of picking out the mud, I would get what's her face, Jaida Parker and AJ to do that very same thing. But you could.
You know what? That is a probably better combination. But I wanted to go general manager versus general manager.
You could have Ava like be like the special referee or something. The Rock's knees.
Yeah, nah. She gonna have to do some work.
But
she
you said what you said.
She got to land what people do.
You said what you said.
On those knees.
No. AJ Francis. No. The Rock's knees. No Santino Marella. And no. What's her face? Grace.
Ariana Grace, yeah, and one of the greatest pre-show matches I've ever seen. I think I'm going to get a good laugh out of it. I don't care. I know I'm throwing away one of my three matches.
What the hell is the finish to that match? Who wins? Like what the fuck?
I'm giving the Santino.
You know what? I could see Joe Gacy coming up and screwing up with Ava and just like you abandoned me, you bitch.
Maybe GYV gets in there. They're involved too. They got booked for one show. Here's something.
Okay.
All right. You can go with the next one.
We're gonna go Obafemi versus Moose for the TNA Heavyweight Championship and the NXT North American Championship title for title.
Okay. That's a good pick. That is a really good choice. It will be a banger of a match. Two monster men.
Title for title.
Two massive black men fighting for title, North American title, and the TNA World title. It would be really good. I have that as one of the things. And I know someone who would not want that match, and that is Eric the Hater on this channel, whose wife is obsessed with Moose. She's obsessed with Moose. She is obsessed with Moose, and that's her boy. But on a side note, if she can't get Moose, I learned that her side piece, if she were to leave Eric and hook up with Moose, would be over 50.
Moose doesn't like the sisters. I'm sorry to tell you, Shantae, but Moose wife is a lot. He like the Wahites.
He out there
Long
getting them Caitlin
backs.
Clarks.
He got them. He like them Caitlin Clark backs, the long backs. He like the butch body built back.
But yeah, that match would be really good, and I think that would probably be the main event of the show. To be honest, you have to. I think there would be a bigger match on the show if you did Worlds Collide than Moose and Obafemi. That has to pretty much close the show at that point, unless you want to go with like Trick Williams or something.
I mean, like if I didn't already have the system in place with their match with the tag champions, the women's tag champions, I would have put Gallus, 3-on-3 versus the system in a match just to see who's the better faction type stuff. Because I really like Joe Coffey. I really like Wolfgang. I believed in Wolfgang way back when he was wrestling for ICW. Insane Championship. I think it's called Insane Championship Wrestling. But there's so many ICWs out there. This is the Scotland one, the one that's in Scotland.
Yeah.
I've been watching Wolfgang for a long time. I watched Joe Coffey in WCPW. I didn't even know his brother wrestled until he came to WWE. So, I like Gallus as the group, and for them to face a team like the System, who is they've been part of different systems, literally. Like Eddie Edwards been part of the Ring of Honor system, the TNA system, worked his way up and became champion. Brian Myers, same thing, WWE system, TNA system, came up, made himself somebody, and whatever have you. Moose, he came through the NFL system. He went through the Ring of Honor system. He went through the TNA system, reinvented himself, and then keeps reinventing himself. He's doing his best Chris Jericho impression here. So that would have been an alternate, but since we can't use the system or Moose in this aspect, just throwing it out there in the universe. That's what I would have kind of wanted to do.
So I'm going to name off the finish match that I had for Obafemi right now, and this is these are two because I had two set up. Number one, Obafemi and Alex Hammerstone for the North American title, and just two people trying to kill each other, just animals. Yeah, that was mine. And then I had Obafemi in a Monsters Ball match. Obafemi, PCO. Hold on, let me go back to the list. Sorry, I had it on here. Where is it? Sammy Callahan and Ivar.
So here's the thing with that, right? Like the Fatal 4-Way. I like Ivar. I like Hanson. I've always liked War Machine, Viking Raiders, whatever the fuck you want to call them, whatever not. Obafemi will pack the fuck up out of PCO. I don't give a fuck. PCO is old as hell. Like, he needs to stop killing himself because he's dying in that ring. PCO will get packed the fuck up by Obafemi.
It's Monsters Ball. Anything can go. He can electrocute him or something.
No.
So much reaction.
No.
I think his eyes open up more.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. PCO would see. Sammy Callahan has a better opportunity to take down Obafemi than freaking PCO would. And the reason why I say that is because Sammy is kind of like, I'm not saying PCO ain't crazy, but Sammy Callahan doesn't have a fucking screw loose in there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he would go for the jugular on Obafemi, and Obafemi would have to go to his animalistic instincts to freaking make sure that motherfucker is down. So especially in a Monsters Ball match, like, he has to think outside of the box. I ain't talking barbed wire table or barbed wire baseball bat. I'm talking like, I'm gonna freaking pile drive you with like a Masawa power bomb on the stairs in the corner where your head goes to the corner of that shit, like type shit.
Power Driver 84. I don't know. The Power Driver 84.
Yeah.
My picture. It's a splash on the top rope.
Damn.
But yeah, so
that would have been nice.
It would have been. No, but the better match is Hammerstone and Femi is the match. That was my main one. But I was like, if anything were to happen, I was like, let's go this way.
So now that Hammerstone is available, what do you do with him again in NXT realm?
He can scratch. he got scratched. I think he scratched on my list because my second match will be a reuniting of Bullet Club members of ABC and the Good Brothers teaming against the Rascals, Wesley, Myron Reed, Trey Miguel, and Nash Carter. And I think that would just be a nice blend.
It's Zachary Wentz, but yeah, he's the same person.
Yeah, Zachary Wentz. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I couldn't think of his actual name anymore.
His actual shit, yeah.
Yeah. I went blank and I was like,
I still sometimes say Desmond Xavier, and people were like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I'm like, Wesley. Oh, why didn't you say that? I was like, you wouldn't even understand. You don't know about the treehouse. You don't know about the treehouse.
Yeah, but I think that would be a fun little 8-man tag right there of just linking up just past teams and mixing it up with NXT.
Do you have a stipulation with that match? Is like elimination? Is it like
it could be elimination? I just made it a straight up 8-man tag.
Put them in war games or something.
Nah, this is straight 8-man tag. That was it. It was that I wasn't going too hard on the stipulations.
Like, I think Gallows brings that match down a peg.
Just a little bit, yeah. Like, I mean, technically, I didn't need to put Gallows at the show, but I thought, why not reunite some of the Bullet Club members?
The Bullet Club, the VC, Ace Austin is doing fantastic. Chris Bay, first black dude in the Bullet Club, period.
Still only.
The only nigga in the Bullet Club. Of course, I'm on
it. Still. All right. So, what would be your third match already? Damn. Is this third already or second for you?
This will be the third because I chose Oba. I chose Oba and Moose, and then I did the system with Masha and Killer Kelly versus Metaphor. That's not gonna turn heads, but it will turn heads because it'll be entertaining. Because Noam Dar is so fucking funny. And Lash Legend and Shikari Jackson, don't sleep on them. I know Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly. Can't say Priscilla Kelly because Gigi Dolan exists. Yeah. So Killer Kelly, as vicious and ruthless as they are, Lash Legend is a beast. Ariel Howard is a problem. So look, nobody can tell me I don't watch the WNBA because I do. That's how I know that Lash Legend was a beast before. they need to get
Tripping out there bicycle kicking Kaylee Clark right now. Just and the league would be like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with everybody?
They need to get Liz Gamboot in NXT instead of Sexy Red. Jeez. She can elbow people for real now.
You don't like all the twerking that is going on here? Sorry you guys see that. That was a little bit of chair twerking right there, but come on. Sexy Red is amazing. She almost made my card.
Remember in WWF In Your House when you used to fight somebody and then you hit them and something came out of you? You know what I'm saying? Remember Yokozuna's?
No.
Yeah. Where if you hit Yokozuna, meat and shit come out.
Really?
That's what I want to fucking do.
That's disrespected. Nah. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees for me and Drake. Or whatever it goes.
Oh, we're mentioning pedophiles now. Not on this show. I don't think so.
Hey, allegedly. It's all allegedly. He's not like us, apparently. But it's allegedly. It's all alleged.
Look, now y'all telling me. Now y'all motherfuckers telling me y'all don't want to hear me say nigga no more. I'm the realest nigga out here. Hell no. I would never stop.
All right. So, shoot. What was your match? It was did you even say it? I don't think you said it yet, right?
No, I don't have I didn't choose a third match yet. Yeah. It's hard, man.
I know 3 is tough. And
I mean,
I feel I
that
should be
Rascals,
ashamed that I feel away.
that Rascals, like, I had something for the Rascals, but I think it kicked mine out the water. So I was gonna say a 3-way or 4-way with the Rascals, like
Mhm.
individually. Who's the better
Okay.
one? Who's the best one?
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
little X
That'd be good.
division.
Yeah. X Division actually. Maybe they climb a little rope and do a little X Division stuff.
Hmm. See who's the best one.
Yep.
Especially after that Trey Miguel X Division title run. Holy crap. Um, who's on Impact right? I mean, who's on TNA right now that is worth even mentioning? Like, I
You have a
mean,
lot. You
I mean,
got
you can
Joe
always
Henry
go,
somewhere.
Joe Hendry, but versus who in NXT? Like, who's as over as Joe Henry in NXT? And I can't think of one fucking. Well, there it is. NXT Championship. Trick Williams, Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
But I think the 3 made it difficult because I'm definitely there's a few people out there who you could like that I was thinking with who could wrestle with Trick or Joe Henry. Like Joe Henry versus King, I thought would have been a match because it's fun to see him make fun of him in videos with
Lexus King.
the spray on stuff. I thought that'd be hilarious and just good. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to watch. Just him making fun.
I still can't get over.
That was one of my Joe Henry matches.
I still can't get over the fact of how he had when he made fun of AJ Francis and he was like, "Get ready to die."
The jump. Yeah.
The AJ Styles joint with him. Oh my god. That shit is still funny, bro.
One of the best records of the year.
I mean, like, since Booker T is in NXT and he has ties to TNA, have Black Snow and Booker T go at it. Oh, on commentary, both of them at the same time. Booker T and Black Snow on commentary.
He switches it up. The Return of the Main Event Mafia. He switches it up. He's back out there. Black Snow.
But who joins the Mafia?
I don't know. Sting.
Sting is long retired. He's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna pick the War Machine Rhino. Fucking Tommy Dreamer coming out of retirement. Get that shit out of here, man.
Tommy's gone. No, I made sure Tommy wasn't gonna be on there.
Yeah.
So who's your final match?
I like that. I like that Trick Williams versus Joe Henry NXT Championship. Just the entrance, both the entrances alone.
Yeah, I can see the crowd singing along for both of them and cheering along. It'd be too happy for me. It'd be too happy.
Well, there's gonna be a point in that match where this is the NXT Championship we're talking about. So there's gonna be a point in that match where Trick is gonna have to turn it on. Like Joe Henry, as funny and as charismatic as he is, he can go. I've watched him go against greats. Kurt Angle. I watched him go against Perk Angle. I've watched him go against Joe Coffey. I've watched him go against Martin Kirby, Rey Mysterio, Adam Cole, fucking the Young Bucks. I've seen him do this already. Ricochet. I've seen him do this already. Like, he's done it.
Yeah.
Pentagon.
He ain't beating Trick. Trick will whoop that Trick.
You think Trick is gonna beat Joe Henry?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed this, but Scotland is all the way the fuck up. Piper Niven doing her thing, Drew McIntyre doing his thing. Joe Henry is right there with them.
Let me tell you, Scotland's the biggest cock tease in wrestling. They never win anything. They never win anything. Drew had that belt for 5 minutes at WrestleMania. And then the last time he had it before that, it was in front of nobody. Piper Niven's going to get packed up by Bayley. She's just fodder for her. Drew is going to lose to Damian Priest, even though, I think he probably should win at this point. But he's going to lose because he's probably going to get involved. It's the closest thing they got to a success because he had that Heritage Cup for like 5,000 days or whatever it was. He's the only one. But other than that, none of them ever does anything. All right, I'm going to give you my match. Again, 3 matches isn't enough. I should have did 4 or 5. We should have did 10. I don't know why I settled with 3 to make it. I mean, if it was going to be a pay-per-view,
out of the 3 matches, that we each have, that's 1 pay-per-view.
It's 6. It's 6, yeah, 6 matches. But,
so
I am going to go with a women's match as my final match. Ultimate X is the match where I will feature extremely athletic Sol Roca, Kalani Jordan, Jordan Grace, Tasha Steelz. Hold on. Who else did I have? I think I had Danny Luna, and I put Masha Slamovich in there as well. But did you use her already?
Yeah, Masha's already used.
Yeah!
So
right.
she's got to. You got to replace her. You got to replace her with the NXT. So it's 3 and 3. So 1 more chick from NXT, and you're gonna probably be like, "Oh fuck it, Lola Vice."
Right, I am. It ain't a party unless Lola shaking it. It's Lola going in there. And I think that would be a show stealer of a match. I think there would be some of the most talented women in there. And I think we'll see a soul snatcher off the top of the X. Would be insane.
That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Like, matter of fact, it'd be crazy because like she'll grab it, right? And then they'll like try to shove her down. So she'll flip it into a soul snatcher.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't be 1. It'd be 2. It'd be 2 girls. Each one has 1 leg. They'll go like that, and they'll flip and get 2 of them. Oh man, a double soul snatcher like that.
And I like to put the Soul Catcher in a category of RKO is out of nowhere, greatest RKO of all time. If he does that, the double Soul Snatcher off the Ultimate X would be insane. And I think it will be up there with Elite Skipper tightrope in the cage for the Hurricanrana in all time. TNA highlights.
Man, that's an all time move. Like there's moments in time that like it's etching in your memory. Like when Undertaker threw Mick Foley off of the Hell in the Cell, when Elix Skipper like literally freaking tightrope the fucking cage. Edge spearing Jeff Hardy and TLC too in the ladder match. Like it's Shelton fucking doing the clothesline and Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 21. Like
my favorite Shelton highlight. Yeah, my favorite Shelton highlight is unfortunately him doing the springboard and super kick by Shawn Michaels. That's so iconic. That was just like whoop. Boom!
Rey Mysterio jumping off the cage on his debut on SmackDown. Like that's when Brock Lesnar suplexed Big Show and the ring broke. The referee literally jumped.
Yeah, that broke, but that's not my favorite like ring destruction segment. That would probably be 3rd in my favorite ring things.
What's your favorite ring destruction?
I have Lesnar and Roman at SummerSlam with the ring flipping up and bending up like that. Just insane.
When he had the forklift, when he did the forklift.
And then I have Bam Bam Bigelow killing Taz. Just falling back.
When Bam Bam shoved Taz through the fucking ring. Yo.
One of my favorite things ever. But
because he had the Taz mission on him too. Taz mission was on. It was over. And he's like, nah, fuck this.
No!
You through. Mike Awesome putting Masayo Tanaka through a fucking flaming table.
Yeah.
It's a pick'em at that point.
yeah. It's whatever. They're all great. Other matches that were left off my list. The D'Angelo family versus the FBI. I know that should be packed up. But why not? It's 2 Italian factions going at it. You got to do it. My Trick Williams match would have been have him versus Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, would have been that match instead of Joe Henry. I thought that would have been an interesting match. Ziggler has never won the X Division title. Oh wait, he did. He did. He had one. Okay.
He won the NXT championship.
He did. Damn, I just realized that. I would have had
Yup.
Devon Evans versus Mustafa Ali as well.
Who? Who versus Ali?
Javon Evans, the
That
young
boy.
OG.
See, if you guys never watched Javon Evans when he was wrestling for Deadlock Pro, the Deadlock Pro is where not Chris Van Lee, Chris Denker, he wrestles there. Yeah, like watch Deadlock Pro. That's actually a really good promotion out there in wherever the fuck are they? I think it's Vegas, but I'm not sure now.
They do produce a lot of those bouncy ass niggas. That's where Chris Bay, I think, is from as well.
No, Chris Bay, along with the Lights Camera Faction, and they're from FSW, which is in Vegas. So
okay.
big,
Also
big, big
had
fan.
I had the North versus the System with Ethan Page reuniting with Josh Alexander, the fight system of Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers.
I was telling Daniel Monte about, because he was like, yo, who the fuck is Ethan Page? I was like, but you're Canadian. You got to know Ethan Page. But then I was like, you know what? No. Go back, research the North tag team, and then you're welcome. And that's it. Like, the North as a tag team, very, very underrated. One of the best tag teams in history.
They had a really good run. And then Ethan Page. It was cool when they were both free agents around the same time. Josh and Joseph Page.
They needed to be together. I don't believe. I mean, I like Josh Alexander as the walking weapon, but he's so fucking bland that Ethan Page brought that.
Yeah, he brought the wrestling, and Ethan Page brought the personality and the energy, and it was
But Ethan
perfect
can go too.
mix.
That's the thing. Ethan can go too. So man.
I still want to see like the North versus the Street Profits would be, I think, ideal of a match of like this is what he did. I feel like they would have good chemistry. I don't know why. It's something I've always felt in time. Like I think they would just like complement each other really well.
Nah, I want to see like going back to what you were asking about, like the past. Motor City Machine Guns versus a younger. I'm talking like after the Brood Team Extreme, Matt and Jeff Hardy. Like I want to see that. That'd be incredible.
By the way, Matt Hardy is still on the table. If someone he's backed up.
We're not doing Matt Hardy in NXT. We don't need no more broken.
No, we don't need.
He's gonna delete the show.
But that includes our card. I guess we could put it in order. I guess our main event would be the Moose Obafemi match. I think second main event probably would be the Women's X Division match. I will put that there.
Over the NXT Championship with Joe Hendry and Trick?
Yeah. I think the women's match will be more in general.
They will open the show. They will open the show then. They have to open the show.
I want Santino to open the show. No, that'd be the pre-show match. But yeah. But I think together, if we organize this card, it's a really good card of like, oh, they really did Worlds Collide. And I hope they do something like this. I think it would have to probably be like 10 matches because we did 6, and it was hard to fit a lot of the people on there. There's a lot of talent in both promotions. And it'd be nice if we didn't even get Elegance by Ash on the show.
She has no business being on the fucking show. What are you talking about? Pack her
you gotta put her on the show. Bring her back.
Pack her up. She's done. Fuck. What has she done? Titus O'Neil's in a suit in the back, and Apollo's getting pinned by a Brahmin on SmackDown. No, she has done nothing. She's done absolutely nothing.
I mean, there was even that, you put Matt Cardona, who moonlights in TNA every now and then, on the show. Yeah. There's a lot of opportunity for people.
Steph Delander is still up for grabs. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think she's that good. I can think of like 20 women better than her right now.
You're
It's just off the top of my head.
you're
And
thinking
between the two
objectively.
companies.
You're thinking objectively as a wrestler. As a character, Steph Delander is money. I
Yeah,
agree with you.
I'm thinking of the wrestler. Yeah,
She's not a great wrestler, but her character is where it needs to be.
yeah.
There's a lot of wrestlers like that.
LA
No,
Knight.
I'm not talking. No, I'm not talking about R-Truth. You
No,
said
I'm
LA
talking about
Knight
LA
is
Knight.
not a good
LA
wrestler.
Knight. LA Knight is just the most
No,
average, okay guy. He
I'm
could get
I'm
through a
thinking
match.
more Nick Aldis too. He was a
Nick
good
Aldis, yeah.
champion. Yeah, he was a good
Those
champion, but
guys,
he was just
they're okay in the ring. It's just not that. They don't have that Gunther Omega Osprey kind of Bryan Danielson or even a John Moxley type of like, oh, I think they're gonna fuck somebody up. Like they don't have that. Like they're just like a left below. Like Jay Uso is also kind of in that category. I like Jay. I think he's
this is what I
talented,
think of. This is what I
but he's
think of
very
Josh
mid.
Alexander. Yeah, Josh Alexander, Jay and Jimmy as individuals, they're regular degular niggas that do super kicks. I'm sorry, like
Yeah,
they
they're just
together
there's
awesome. One of the greatest tag teams, if not the greatest tag team of all time. Separate, I'm not jacking it.
they're just kind of they're very mid. They're very mid. Like
No,
that's why their match at
no, you.
WrestleMania was like these are two
I was
guys. They
telling,
don't have nobody to actually carry it.
I was telling my sister no yeet the whole time.
Oh, you got to get in the belt. You know, go win money in the bank.
You see the reel where it's like Jay Uso be like, "Yay, pop that, yay!" They got the reel
I've
up.
seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that concludes today's show. I think it was an entertaining show. Tell us your perfect Worlds Collide dream card for NXT and AEW combined together to make the ultimate show. I mean, I'm sure you guys can come up with some cards. I know I threw one away with the Grace and Santino match, but
if this was AEW, then maybe.
But for that way,
TNA NXT.
AEW, yeah, 8 matches each. If this was AEW,
It would be too easy if it was AEW.
If it's we get 8 matches each, 16 matches. If AEW, they don't hold back on giving you 5.5-hour shows or more for whatever reason.
Have you went to AEW live show yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like them shits are way too fucking long.
They're too long. Like
way
every
too.
double. I've been to 3 out of the 5 double or nothings, or 4 out of the 5 double or nothings. Each one of them I felt were too long.
I've been to 2 of the one that Arthur Ashe. I've been to 2 of those, and I was in that seat way too fucking long. Holy shit!
You just go like there are certain matches that you would be hyped for normally that you just go like wrap that shit up. Malachi,
wrap it up, B. Wrap that shit up, B.
Like if I was at this year's double, Malachi, wrap that shit up. Come on. Oh, get out of here. Just push him to the side. Or any 6-person tag, get out of here. Just wrap it up. Pay-per-view should be similar to the King of the Ring this year, where it was just like 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it was just like you got 6 really good matches, and it was an entertaining show. I think that's the balance. Tell the stories you want to tell. Most important, everybody on the fucking show. I don't care who it is. Not everybody has to be on the show.
Yeah, not everybody does have to be on the show. If you want to be on the show, then work harder. That's all you have to fucking do.
Yeah.
And speaking of working
Tony,
harder,
you got to bump somebody. Yeah.
Speaking of working harder, the mid-card mess is moving on up. We got the YouTube up. We got the Spotify up. I'm on Spotify now, y'all.
Ooh, we can spot and buy you on there. That's right. Move on up.
And you can still
Spotify,
find me.
YouTube.
Yeah. Yep, you can still find me on all those platforms with the same 3 Faces of Jemal. Just peep it out, man.
You know what? You're one step away, so you can find me where all podcasts get found.
I just need Apple. I don't trust them niggas though.
He is one step away from it. But if you do need to hear more from Jemal, he has a whole thing about the King of the Ring. He has weekly updates of what's going on currently in the wrestling world. I think he's following the New Japan
Best of the Super Juniors,
Best Super Juniors, yeah. Right now, I mean, you have all of this information and more. And of course, you find me here in a podcast sweater every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever I'm on. We're on here every day.
Monday,
you can check
Tuesday,
out the shorts.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You know, we should remix that and we actually do that for our show because we're on every day of the week. Tomorrow, you will find me on this channel ranting about AEW and I don't even know what I'm ranting about.
Good Lord, what is Tony Khan gonna do now?
Yeah, that's kind of what it's been. And, you know, I'm really upset with Tony Khan, basically because of yesterday's interview. And I know the show's going along. It's not about that. But when he was talking about Ricky Stark, I'd like to see him back soon. What the fuck are you guys looking for?
Like, come on.
Put him on there. It's on you.
Release him from his contract so he can get signed by somebody that's going to use him. Fucking NWA used him better. Fucking WWE would kill to have somebody like Ricky Starks.
Yeah. Ricky Starks did extra work for WWE. I forgot when, way back when. And I feel like he was better.
He was probably one of the security guards with MJF or some shit.
Yeah. I believe he did better work in WWE than he did in AEW and doing extra
That's crazy.
Work.
That's crazy. You know why? Because he's a whole tag team champion in AEW, a TNT champion in AEW, a FTW champion in AEW, like
winner of the Owen Hart tournament and everything. But you know, no place for him on the card. Got the
ridiculous.
Guys get the Blackpool Combat Club and match that.
Fire ass entrance. Fire ass entrance. Fire on the mic. Like
him
what
and
do we
MJF
do?
had such good chemistry that why did we get this feud? Why did we get that feud? Like it was just they had really one segment together, and it was just like, oh, this is great. It's like watching Steve Austin and The Rock go at it on the microphone. It was just that good, and it's ridiculous that we never got that feud.
They could build that.
Tony. Yeah,
stay off the Coke, Tony. Fucking baking soda. Stay off the baking soda. That's not Coke. That's baking soda, my nigga.
I wish someone could take over the booking of AEW. I wish someone could take over that booking. It's just
who would you give it to?
Who would you give it to? I give it
Scott
to fucking
D'Amore.
Dutchman.
Give it to Scott D'Amore.
Dutchman. I don't give a fuck. I think anybody on the planet. I give it to you, Jemal. I give it to you. I don't care. I think anybody in the world can book AEW better than Tony Khan. Anybody.
They paid me.
All this talent. I feel like they're all in the worst booking of their life. All of them. Every single one of them. Bryan Danielson made him in WrestleMania. Still one of the best wrestlers in the world. People will keep in their top 10. Kind of irrelevant on the show.
Make no damn sense.
Makes no sense.
You have a guy who's the IWGP heavyweight champion, and he's just a guy on your show.
Just going through matches after matches, giving people eliminator matches. Will Ospreay
an eliminator, bro. Like I'm sick of this is not the UFC where it's like, you know.
Yeah, they don't even do that. No one does this. This is stupid.
Nobody cares about your fucking records on the bottom.
Let me tell you this. Tony Khan is such a booker. When I didn't care about Collision on the feed. Collision drew 122,000 people to watch. That's lower. That's as low as Impact, who barely has a network. That's almost on equal level of fucking NWA. That's just online or something.
No, it's on
Will
CW.
Ospreay, yeah, but Will Ospreay, your biggest star, can't get you a decent viewing. It's just shows that the booking is so sketch. Like no one cares.
Well, you know it's fucked up when me, the biggest purveyor of watching pro wrestling, is not watching Collision because there's other better things that he's watching. I'm about to watch The Acolyte, for crying out loud before I watch Collision.
Yeah.
God
And
damn.
you know what? It wasn't a bad match. It's like I've seen the match already. Of course, it was great. It was fine. But Roderick Strong and Will Ospreay wrestling for a match and a quote unquote title should be like, oh fuck, I need to see what's going on here. Instead, everybody was like, like
There was not really a story behind it, like a
no,
good one.
no. There's nothing behind it. It's nothing behind it. And that's the reason. Why would I watch this? I know Ospreay will win. Just like I know Swerve's gonna beat who's he fighting this week? That they just
I
gave a
didn't
title
know
shot this
Ospreay
week
was
too.
going to win that match. I thought Roderick Strong was either going to get the cheap victory, and then they build the feud. You know, like what building feuds do. Like, then you can
No, they don't do
freaking
that. They do
go
that
to
there.
then you can go to fucking Wembley and then actually win it in Wembley. Like, duh.
And then you got
What?
Rod Strong getting the is it Roddy getting the title match this week against Swerve? Someone's getting a title match. I was like, why the fuck did they get a title match? This guy.
My whole thing
I didn't want to
is
rant on Tony. I didn't want to rant on Tony right now. I just want to live my life.
that's tomorrow's show. That's tomorrow's show right here on this channel. Watch this tomorrow's show. Manny and Marcus Untitled Show. Go watch that. Join the Lumber Chat. Let them know Tony Khan's a bastard that can't get his shit straight and get it together. The only good thing that Tony Khan knows that he's done, he's sold his neck brace that he had to the St. Jude's Foundation. So shout out to him for that. But other than that, you're not getting no Connor's Cure fucking money. You're not getting Connor Cure money. What you trying to do?
The thing is, I do not have a problem with Tony Khan. Personally, I think he's probably a good person. He's probably a good man. It seems like he does a lot of good deeds. It seems like his heart's always in the right place. Yeah, his heart seems like it's in the right place at times, but he sucks at his job. He sucks. Sucks. And that's how I want to end this TNA versus AEW booking show. AEW rant. Because Forbidden Door's coming up, and you know what? That door's been open for a while, and all I know is he's going to sign people.
Look what he's got fucking the bounty hunter Brian Keith doing.
Oh my God.
What the fuck are we doing here?
See, I still don't know what that was on Dynamite last week in the Learning Tree segment going like, oh, it's the first I've ever seen.
We got Big Bill, the bounty hunter Brian Keith, and Chris Jerry, I want to be the GOAT, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
He's on Big Show status right now. Please retire. He's on that status right now.
Yeah.
Even though he's producing okay segments, but for what? And you're winning. You should be losing every week. So that way all those assholes could be like, yes, I pinned the first ever WWE Undisputed Champion. It's on my resume. Yeah. But no.
He should be out there doing what Sheamus did for Ludwig this week. Ludwig Kaiser. Just have a banger match. And Ludwig looked like $1 million at that.
Ludwig just pinned a former WWE champion.
Sit on his ass. That was my favorite part.
World heavyweight champion multiple time. A guy that has beaten Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and it meant something.
That guy.
Hey, he beat John Cena as well.
And he beat John Cena. Come on, bro.
That was a good like putting over young talent right there. That was at his best. It was like, look at Sheamus showing his worth. Go out there just
with no complaints. With no complaints, because he's gonna win a squash match here or there or something like that. But like again, he doesn't need the championship.
Yeah, Anyway, let's not talk about how good WWE is or how bad AEW booking can be right now, because that may start a whole bunch of people coming in and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But this show ended probably 30 minutes ago. Then we started ranting. This could have been a 30-minute show. No, you got my blood on it. You got my blood on it. But we will see you guys probably next week for another episode of ETE. Who knows what it's going to be about? It's probably going to be a big discussion. I don't know. But we will be back next week. I have no reason not to be. unless I have a weird work schedule change thing. So as he points to comments and the sharpshooter to donate, I'm going to point to this other side to the Mid Card Best podcast, where you can find more of him. So all right, we'll see you guys next time. Somehow we did an hour of the show. Don't know why.
Marcus, you gotta find
I
the
hit the wrong
button.
button.
You gotta
I
find
hit
the
the wrong
button.
button. It's been a long time since I did this. I left the stream. I meant to hit in stream. It's a stupid thing. There should be a button that just makes sure I don't do that. There should be a "Are you sure?" There should be a "Are you sure?"
Yes, you find the button.
In stream button. We'll see you guys next week.